everyone, I'm WABC Chief Meteorologist Lee Goldberg. This is Wake Up Weather on ABC7NY and For Weather or Not, sponsored by TD Bank. So we're tracking some showers locally that will go through Friday morning. Better chance of these showers being north and west of New York City. By Friday afternoon, we'll probably focus on our southern suburbs for a stray shower. We do have a day with higher humidity coming up on Thursday. You'll notice while it was cool and somewhat clammy on your Wednesday, Thursday will feel muggier and even summery if we can get a break of sunshine to come in. And then, of course, we're tracking Helene, which is targeting Florida's Big Bend and now could be a Category 4 hurricane upon landfall as we go into Thursday evening. In terms of our showers locally, figured the threat is going to go into Thursday night, maybe early Friday morning, and then during the day on Friday and into Saturday, it would just be a chance of a shower. And the reason I have to hold that chance in is there's a band of showers from Helene, which will be weakening over the southeast and into the Tennessee Valley, and it may have enough momentum to whip a couple of showers northward into our area. At the very least, we're going to see some cloud cover. In terms of Helene, we're looking at a Big Bend landfall, maybe just east of Apalachicola on Thursday night, as a Category 4 hurricane winds could exceed 130 miles an hour. The extended forecast is just how much cloud cover do we have to deal with in the wake of Helene with some of that moisture streaming northeastward. I do think by the end of the weekend, high pressure over New England will establish itself and give us some more sunshine. On our futurecast for your get up and go on Thursday morning, there will be some scattered showers around, a better chance north and west. There is a warm front that's lumbering through the area. So unfortunately, through the first part of the morning, we might have showers and even a brief heavier downpour. Again, a better chance of that north and west, while we're fairly dry in the Jersey Shore and maybe western Long Island, get some of those showers. When we go to the afternoon hours, this is when we could really warm up, especially south of I-78 in New Jersey. We could even flirt with the 80-degree mark. North of New York City, we're closer to the front and a cold front's approaching. There's going to be more clouds. Will probably only be in the low 70s. And the off and on showers may be a little bit more frequent north and west of New York City. That's where we're likely to get our more significant rainfall amounts, at least some beneficial rain. A cold front still has to come through Thursday night into Friday morning. There might be a line of gusty showers, maybe a rumble of thunder. The timing isn't favorable tomorrow night to see any strong thunderstorms, but there might be a brief downpour. And even on Friday morning, the front is trying to get through. There might be a leftover shower. We do have a push out of the north and northeast, so the muggy air, it will definitely become a little less humid, probably less noticeable over southern New Jersey where you hang on to the humidity and actually turn to an onshore flow during the day. Clouds probably dominate on Friday. If there's going to be brightening, there's a better chance to see holes in the clouds, especially the farther north and east you are. We'll be in the low 70s that day. I don't think there's much in the way of rainfall. But the question is, how accurate is this computer model showing a band of rain, even a heavier downpour, try to fly into the northeast during the day on Saturday? It's probably overdone. At the very least, we'll see cloud cover. Maybe there's a passing shower, but I wouldn't cancel outdoor plans. So it's all about this high over the Great Lakes nosing in as the remnants of Helene soaks the Tennessee and parts of the Ohio Valley and is along this front. And that high goes into northern New England first, so we still have a lot of clouds to deal with on Saturday. Maybe there's a passing shower south and west. And then the high establishes itself over New England, and we should see more in the way of sunshine, especially north and east. This particular computer model is still showing some showers over southern New Jersey. And again, I think that's overdone. I think the moisture is farther south, and we should see a fair amount of sunshine into Monday of next week as well. Rainfall totals are tough. I mean, our modeling has been overdoing rainfall since we got out of this dry spell with a 1/100th of an inch. It's really been overdoing the rainfall. I think we're probably somewhere in a 1/3 of an inch to 2/3 of an inch in New York City. You can see the range in some of our computer guides. Our beneficial rainfall is more likely going to fall north and west of New York City. Maybe we could get a 1/2 an inch to an inch in spots. Again, I think this is overdone across parts of north central New Jersey, but there will be some hot spots that get a few downpours. But in general, 1/3, 1/2 inch in New York City, and on the low end, maybe a 1/3 of an inch. All right, moving on to Helene, which will probably be ramping up through a Cat 2 and Cat 3 first half of the day on Thursday, becoming a major hurricane. And by afternoon, forecast to become a Category 4 hurricane with 130-mile-per-hour winds, making landfall sometime tomorrow evening, Florida Panhandle, Florida Big Bend area, whether it's near or just east of Apalachicola, it's going to be a close call. And you can see how it's such a large storm that all the alerts even go to the Atlantic side, Florida, all the way up to the Carolinas. I mean, this storm could still be a Category 1 hurricane over southern Georgia during the overnight hours Thursday night into Friday morning, and then weakening all weekend long, still spinning out and raining out over the Tennessee Valley and causing tremendous rainfall totals. Now, with a Category 4 hurricane, you've got tremendous surges, and then just by the orientation of this land in the Big Bend, that's going to catch a tremendous amount of water. It's a large storm, a strong storm. That enhances the amount of surge. So a 15 to 20-foot surge, a possibility. Crystal River, all the way across the Big Bend. Even in Tampa, there could be a 4 to 8-foot surge. Think about that, 20 feet, and then all that rain and strong winds could be some devastating impacts here. I mean, yes, we're talking a little bit less populated, but certainly will be impactful. And this is just Florida. This is going to be a story all across the southeastern U.S. I mean, look at the rainfall totals. Maybe there's 5 to 10 inches along the initial path, but we're getting a lot of rainfall out ahead of Helene that's happening in places like Atlanta, over to the Blue Ridge, southern Appalachia. Well, when that tropical moisture comes in, we could be talking over a foot and a half of rain in some of these areas. So tremendous flooding is going to be a calling card of this storm. Tropical storm conditions will start midday along the west coast of Florida. Look at that. I mean, a timestamp 2 in the afternoon, 2:30 in the afternoon, 50-mile-per-hour gusts could be damaging trees down in Naples all the way to Sarasota. And that heavy rain is still running all the way up to parts of Alabama and Georgia. I mean, that's why the Mets can't play tomorrow either, because of that heavy rainfall. So they move those games. There's the eye, and look at it going into the Big Bend. Look at that estimate at Horseshoe Beach before midnight. 127-mile-per-hour gusts, again, coming inland around that time, maybe just west of where that particular model is depicted. And even a 53-mile-per-hour gust in Jacksonville, that actually just flashed up to 50 or 70-mile-an-hour winds even in Brunswick, Georgia. So you could have damaging winds and heavy rainfall all the way along the Georgia and Carolina coast. Look at the soaking rains, northern Georgia into South Carolina, back into the Tennessee Valley. And there's that little arm of showers that tries to whip up the coast and hold together and arrive in the tri-state area. Worst case scenario there. Rains definitely continue parts of Kentucky and into Tennessee as we go into the weekend. Here's another way to look at the overall tropical storm conditions. Such a big wingspan with this storm. The tropical storm conditions are on the west coast of Florida starting in the wee hours of the morning on Thursday. Hurricane force winds coming ashore in the evening hours, and tropical storm force winds extend all the way up to maybe just south of Charleston, South Carolina. And look at this. I mean, even on Friday morning, the structure may be holding together enough that near Atlanta, we may be getting some 70-mile-per-hour gusts, and then it will start to weaken in terms of its wind field. All right, so the overall steering winds as we go into early next week, whatever's left of the remnants of Helene coming through the Ohio Valley and then sliding to our south, we should have high pressure overhead, and we're in pretty good shape. And the one thing I noticed with the midweek trend is that this trough coming through eastern Canada does not look as amplified, meaning that the system looks weaker, the cold punch doesn't look as strong. So earlier I was thinking, we're going to go into October 2nd through 4th and only be in the 60s by day. Well, now I think maybe 70s are a possibility now, and with maybe just a weak front passing through. So once again, doesn't look like significant rain. And if you look into the following weekend, there's some pretty good heat coming out of the southwest, goes in the Great Lakes, rides over the top, and we could be looking at a warm fall October weekend as we go into the 5th and into the 6th. And the corresponding forecast from the Climate Prediction Center, 2nd through the 8th, beyond the 7-day, shows above normal temperatures. And even this trend, as we had the cooling coming in over the weekend, struggling through cloud cover, little warming Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, it does drop it down to the 60s Wednesday, but these numbers in the last run I looked at as 10-day trend were in the 60s. So the trend is up, and I think that might just continue as we go through the next couple of days. So keep tuning into whether or not to find that out. In terms of precipitation, the signal is for near normal precipitation, which we'll take that. We've been so below normal. Again, the highest rain chances will be coming in on Thursday all the way into maybe early Friday morning, and then there might be another little hit of showers here Friday night and Saturday morning. I'm not so convinced of that, but definitely will be a lot more clouds on Friday and Saturday. By Sunday, we're definitely drier and into Monday as well. 7 in the morning on your Thursday. We're at 68 degrees. It's mild and it's muggier. That's one of the things you're really going to notice in the morning. There will be some scattered showers around. Maybe there are a couple of heavier showers, especially north and west, first part of the day. Then the clouds will try to break south of the city. It remains mostly cloudy in most locations. Still have the umbrella handy for a passing shower. Again, better chance north and west. And there might be a gusty thunder shower that comes through. It's really tomorrow night with the cold front remaining mainly cloudy and humid. On Friday, a leftover stray shower in the morning, more clouds than sun, and then an isolated shower south and west in the afternoon, 75. On Saturday, clouds. We'll see if that band of showers is realized in the morning hours, 71. Sunday will be the brighter half of the weekend. We're partly sunny Monday. October comes in, 72 degrees, sun and clouds. Maybe there's a shower or two with that front on Wednesday and more clouds. We drop it in the upper 60s. Should get milder after that. We're going to continue to track Helene through its landfall and beyond and tell you about the potential minor impact here of cloud cover and shower here over the weekend. We'll be watching that on Eyewitness News and, of course, on Whether or Not. You can always get your weather information on ABC-7NY 24/7. Thanks once again for listening to Whether or Not. We'll see you next time, rain or shine.